Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we are going to make so that when the door is opening and you are standing here, like blocking it, it will do like this. So it will not open if you are blocking it. Okay, so like this. So yeah, let's get started. First you want to go to the interactable folder and to the door blueprint class. Here let's go to the viewport first. And now what we want to do here, we want to select our door. Then we want to add a new component which will be collision, box collision, and this will be called stop collision or cancel collision or whatever. Now let's move it to on the set like 105, and let's change the X scale. So let's make this lock unlock. Let's change the X scale to 1.5, Y scale to like 0.15, I think. No, sorry. 0.015. Okay. I think now it is, yeah, you can see here. Now we can see the collision, but when we make it, we want to make it so it's a little bit inside the door. So like this, 0.0127 or something like that. And even 0.015, yes, that also works. And now on this set, let's make it 3.25. Okay. And actually, I want to make it a little bit bigger for a while so I can see it. Yes, it is pretty much perfect. I want to leave some little space here on the corners. And now it is like this. So what we want to do next is we want to go to the event graph and we want to create a new custom event under here. Custom event, and let's call this cancel cancel movement or door movement or whatever, it doesn't matter. Now we want to get our components and we want to get our open close TL. Get it to here. From here we want to first check is playing, so we are going to check if the timeline is playing. Then we want to add a branch, so B and left click. And yeah, if our timeline is playing, then we want to get from the open close timeline again, and we want to check is reversing. So we're checking basically the play direction. Okay, let's add another branch here. Let's connect from the true. Let's connect this to here. Let's add a reroute to around here. Let's select this and press Q to align. And then what we want to do. So if our timeline is playing and it is reversing, then we want to play it forward from the position where it is right now. Okay, so let's get from here and we want to just get play. It will stop it and play it to so if we are reversing, it will stop it and play it from this node basically. Okay, so basically what that will do, it will cancel the movement. Now let's add another reroute to here, and from here we also want to get a reverse node to here, because we are going to reverse from the false. So if we're playing it to the forward direction, we want to reverse it. Simple as that. Now, how we can make this all work is we want to go here to the open close timeline. Let's actually move this a little bit further up. Here on the update, after the set relative rotation, what we want to do is we want to also add a branch. So let's add it here. And what we want to check now is we want to get our stop collision. And we want to check is overlapping actor. Let's connect it to here. And other actor is get player character. So our player character, like it says. And actually, let's move this a little bit further. Also these to here. Yeah, and we can actually put these here to the middle. Something like that, yeah. Okay, so now we're checking if we are colliding with the stop collision. And if we are, then what we want to do, we want to stop movement. Stop move. Oh, cancel movement. Sorry. So cancel movement. So the function that we just created. But now there will be a little problem with this re-interactable thing. So if our, I will show you, compile and save. So if our door, if we make it not re-interactable, and we play, and we stop it when it's opening, I will show you what happened. You can see we cannot open it anymore. So how can we fix that? Here on the door, we want to create a new variable called cancelled, like this. Now we want to go here to the event interact before the open close here, where we set can interact to false. We want to also set the cancelled to false, so we will basically reset that variable every time. Now here, if we cancel the movement, we want to set this cancelled to true, of course. Now here, what we want to do is we actually have to move this even further, like this. Let's add a reroute here and connect this to here. Okay, now it's a little bit cleaner, I think, like that. So we have this is re-interactable. We want to also add here and boolean. Then we want to check if it's re-interactable or cancelled. So when it's cancelled, it will set the can interact back to true. So like this. Okay, compile, save, and now the door is still not re-interactable. So let's see what happens when we try to interact with it after it has cancelled. So it is not working. Why? Why is it not working? Oh, I'm stupid. This is not and. This is or boolean. Or boolean. Like this. Now compile, save all, and play. So now, when we cancel it, it will still be interactable. And when it can be opened completely, you can see it is not interactable anymore because it's not re-interactable. And if we set it to be re-interactable, then it should work correctly. So we stop it. Yes. And we open it. And it is interactable. And if you are close to it and try to open it, okay, it will only do this little movement. And yeah, I actually think it's working pretty nicely. So yeah, I think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you in the next one.